If you're on Discord, last week we saw a major announcement that the slow rollout of the new user interface in Atlas Earth is finally coming to fruition. So this week we finally have our first images coming out of South Africa where the new rollout just went into effect. So I'm going to get into my initial thoughts on this new user interface as well as my progress from this past week. If this interests you, please stand by. Hello and welcome back to This Week in Atlas Earth. I'm Butterbean. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. If you haven't done so already, please give my TikTok a follow or subscribe to my YouTube. It really does help me out in the long run. So let's jump into this week's major announcements. Right now, in South Africa, the new user interface has finally become available to the average player. So what does this mean? This means that the user interface that was promised to us, that has been being worked on for a long time, is finally being rolled out to the public. This is huge news. I mean, I know that a lot of us really active players have been waiting on this new user interface for a long time. And my first impressions are that it looks really good. Um, I, I'm excited for us in America to have access to this. I'm not sure when that timeline is going to be. I know that it was introduced in South Africa first, just to try and have a smaller player base, work out a lot of the bugs that could potentially be showing up with this new interface, since it's completely new and it's completely revamping what we already know. So I know on Discord the bunch of pictures were floating around. I know on Reddit a bunch of pictures were floating around as well. Obviously, people are excited for this, and I kind of wanted to go through those pictures that I found at least, just to give my first thoughts and my initial reaction to the new user interface. So yeah, let's take a look. Here's the very first screen that you'll see whenever you log into the game. This is the map, and off the bat, my first initial thoughts are it definitely looks different, not completely different to where it looks like a new game, but at least you can tell that some time has been put into it, and you know, obviously things have been changed a little bit. Um, what I do like about this right now is that the town that you're listed as being in and the mayor of that town, that's down at the bottom right hand screen instead of being right in the middle of the screen. I know that whenever it was right in the middle of the screen, and let's say I was trying to get diamonds, collect diamonds, go on that hunt, I would sometimes click the mayor area and pull up the actual mayor of the town instead of actually clicking on the diamond that I wanted to click on instead. So this might make that functionality a little bit better, as well as over on the left hand side of the screen, you see where the leaderboard and the parcel, the daily login streak, and the reward ladder challenges, that's all been moved to the bottom left hand, whereas it was right in the middle of the map page. On top of all that, you still see up at the top your total rent that you currently have accrued. You see your Atlas bucks. You also see how many diamonds you currently have collected. In the past, this was one of those things where you had to go into the events tab to see how many diamonds you had. Now it's all available right there on the home page. So I do like this new look. Um, a little cheesy, sure, but so is the last one. So I'm happy with this, and I can't wait to try it out. Now this is the next screen that I wanted to cover, the player information screen. It shows you your major mayor title. If you only have one, you're going to see one mayor title up there. If you have multiple, I'm not really sure if you're going to see all of them right there or if you're going to have to scroll to see them. Otherwise, you see your badges and your percent boost that comes with those badges. You see your total rent accrued. But the major thing here is the total parcel count screen. Obviously, you see your parcel diversity, but you also see the total amount of parcels that you have. So you're not constantly having to add together how many parcels you have. It's all just available right there in one convenient location. I do know this was probably one of the most asked for features for the developers. It had to have been. Everybody was constantly asking for this on Reddit and Discord. So I think that this is finally a good feature that we have, and I'm excited to have it implemented into my game. Moving on, this is the look of the new reward ladder. It's pretty similar. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not really similar at all. But the main idea of it is the exact same. But the one big thing here is that it does show you how many total points you've actually accumulated as part of the reward challenge system. So you're not having to add up how many points from challenges you completed in your head. It's all right there for you to see. So I'm actually really happy about this. I know a lot of other people are really happy about this. So this is another really good feature that we've all asked for that is available here for us to use now. Here's the look of the new leaderboard. Obviously, the people on it are still the same, and overall, it's pretty similar. It just has a new, refreshed look to it. I like it. Finally, the last screenshot that I'm going to get to is the look of the event tab. Uh, it's there's a lot going on here, to be honest. There are a lot of different colors, a lot more colors than what we were used to seeing. It's much more in your face. You got the diamond hunt still there, and how many diamonds are in your inventory. But also, you'll still be able to scroll and see the upcoming events like Warship or Racer or whatever mini games that are about to happen. So I will say it again. I do really like, at least my first impression of this is I do really like these new changes that are being made. I know having this parcel counter and then having the counter for the reward ladder progress all together to where you're not having to add up parcels or add up challenges. That's a huge difference. It makes this a lot more convenient, and it's something that a lot of players have been asking for. And so, whenever we get something that we've been asking for implemented into the game, I think it should be something that we should all show our support for. So, I can't wait until this gets implemented in the United States. I know I'm going to be one of the first to try it, or at least I hope to be one of the first to get this downloaded and try it out for myself. Moving on from those updates, I do want to jump into my weekly progress, or at least my Atlas Buck earnings from this past week. Um, I started the week off with 22,424 Atlas Bucks. I ended the week with 25,142 Atlas Bucks. So I profited 2,718 Atlas Bucks over the past 7 days. That comes out to roughly 388 Atlas Bucks a day that I'm averaging. So I will take that all day. I'm very happy with those earnings. Now, most of those did come from two different things. First off, they came from login bonuses. I collected 7 days worth of login bonuses plus the 14-day 350 bonus. Altogether, that was 896 Atlas Bucks from those login bonuses and being part of the Explorers Club. On top of that, I made 1,324 Atlas Bucks from the January reward ladder. Now, I haven't completely finished the ladder. I'm still trying to collect that badge and the legendary parcel upgrade, but that should be coming very soon. I did go ahead and collect all of the Atlas Buck rewards because I've gotten to all of those levels and I've achieved that at this point. Moving on from that, I've made 289 Atlas Bucks from minigames, 32 Atlas Bucks, from Atlas Arcade, 30 Atlas Bucks from the AMP program, and then 147 Atlas Bucks from ads and wheel spins. So right now I do have about 250-ish parcels saved up in the bank in the form of Atlas Bucks that I do want to go place somewhere. However, I just haven't really had the time. And I'm still not 100% sure on where I want to put them. I'm in between one or two different places right now. Um, but I'm trying to figure out if the current mayor of that area is super active, not very active. Um, that all kind of plays a factor into where I'm going to put those parcels. So hopefully that'll come soon. Right now, with the weather being the way that it is, even down here in Florida, it's still cold, so I don't necessarily want to go travel. But yeah, hopefully that'll come soon. So this is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So if you have any thoughts or concerns or anything you want to say about the new user interface that's slowly being rolled out, or if you're stuck with something in the game that you can't figure out, please let me know in the comments. I do like to hear from you. Um, but yeah, that's all I got for this video. Thanks so much again, and have a good week.